Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the mini LCS 3 final match between Eggy Bread and Team Titans. Game number 2, we're now swapping things over, so Eggy Bread are on blue, Titans are on red. Even though the top of the screen there says purple, but we'll ignore it. Anyways, picks and bans as always for these final matches, best of 3. It's going to be similar bans to last time. Draven Ari, Lulu was a pick last game, it wasn't really a ban. So Eggy Bread are looking to change their bans around here. I can't remember who they banned third last game. It certainly wasn't a Lulu, it was somebody else. Brains has gone to mush and I can't even remember that much. But at any rate, it is going to be Bard, Poppy and Victor though banned away from Titans. So they're also looking to deny any shenanigans from last time. Well, there weren't any shenanigans from last time, although they did have absolute control in the transition from early to mid game, walking away with it with all those dragon pickups, and they're looking to make it happen again here. Although pick-wise, Chicken does want to face Maokai in the top lane. He himself shall become the Maokai. There can be only one. I am Sean Connery. Bad voice acting aside though, Batman going straight into the Lucian is something he's very comfortable with, and Aeneas actually switching over to the Nidalee this game. So I'll have to see what Titans have in store here. Their double AD combo, so it was certainly much more effective last game. It was something to deal with and worry about. So it's a bit of a head scratcher as to why he's decided to go with the Nidalee. Of course, it could be Nidalee mid lane. Those spears could do a fair bit of damage, but her recent kit change has put her very firmly as a jungler as opposed to any laning sort of play around here. As Bird is looking to take an Echo, so jungle Echo could be on the possibility here. Dodge flicking through all his possible supports. I was liking the Nautilus support here, but it depends what Michael wants to take for an ADC. Of course, they could be picking their own top lane here. It is going to be the Trundle locked in, so it could be quite interesting here. It could be a Trundle top. Bird is taking the Maokai jungle, and I don't know, Gravitel probably taking the Echo. So really putting the ball straight into Titan's core here as to what they could pick. With 3 flex picks like that, it's a bit hard to say who's going to go where without any confirmation. Now Michael and Gravitel will have full advantage as to what they can pick here. Well, as you can see, it is going to be a nice day for Silent Yin, looking to pick up an Ezreal mid. Something we haven't seen in a long time. It says it's going to be a Lux. The question is it going to be AP massive cannon Lux or 40% CDR rapid fire Lux? I suspect it will probably be rapid fire Lux. It seems to be the preferred build at this point in time. And Eternal Esper continues that duo combo of the Lucian and Nami bot lane. Certainly well worth it. As now we look over to Eggy Bread. What are they going to do to round up this combo? Michael's looking to take the Kog'Maw. I played a Kog'Maw on an ARAM recently. It was hilarious. I actually went full AD attack speed and did the full 6 attack speed style of play. It was hilarious. As soon as the team fight broke out, I just sat to the side and rapid fired. It was a machine gun with teeth. Gravitel looking to take the Z though, so it's going to be AD heavy in that mid lane against the Lux. It certainly could work as well, as the light binding won't stop Z from swapping if he gets it in time. And Sarabi looking for the Rammus. It's going to be an interesting pickup in the top lane. Now, I've seen it many times before in other tournaments and other plays where we've had the Rammus Home Guard combo It does prove quite nasty in team fights. He can come in out of nowhere. As you get the warning that he's teleporting top lane, and before you know it, he's already mid and straight at the Dragon Pit with all the movement speed that he's going to gain. And it is going to be a lock-in as well. So there you go. There are your compositions. And let me know in the comments of who do you think is going to win. Don't spoil the game at all for anybody else. If you please. If you do, make sure you put a nice big gap so it triggers a read more response. And I will see you guys out on the Rift. Okay, welcome onto the Rift, ladies and gents. Let's get this game underway, shall we? So, of course, everybody's been moved into their proper positions. It's an interesting start to this game, it must be said. We've got an Echo and Nidalee in the jungle on either side. And early level 1 invades coming out as well. Nidalee actually having to go with the spear nice and early. Unfortunately, the Pillar of Filth isn't going to be enough to stop Silent Year from getting away. There is no... well, trying to resist using the flash, which is quite a big cooldown, but it's going to be first blood for Birdess on the Echo. So, Eggy Bread now looking to make reparations for last game's loss. As he goes to recall there. Certainly worth it. Chicken though does get caught out in the brush. So his early days have just gone a little bit more difficult, but it's not the end of the world. Flash though was burned by Chicken to help secure the kill, which is quite a big cooldown of these early stages of the game. So I'll have to wait and see what he can do from those. Sarabi is in the top lane with Blade Master Rammus. What's that, Project Rammus? I can't tell. I want to say it's Project actually. Not Project. Battlecast. Yeah, it is Battlecast. He's a mech. Rammus has the most voice lines in game. They decided to change them all, which is why he just says, okay. So there you go, a little fact of today out of the way. Gravitel though, in that mid lane against the Lux, getting the early kill does put Lux in the back foot a little bit, but only a little. It's not a huge amount. He's going to have the harder time wave clearing. He's going to be relying more on ganks from Birdess and possibilities around about the level 6 mark once he can start getting some combos out. He is going to have to be careful though, because Lux does have the potential to zone. She's got the light binding for the stun, well, for a lockup anyway, some hard CC. She can also lay down a slow, get some damage out, and even her passive gives her a nice little damage spike once the combo is prepared here. As Rammus is starting to shred up Chicken's minion wave, which is most rude. Doesn't even have the courtesy of cooking up some minions. And I'm sure minions do taste delicious to the right party. A lot of aggression now coming out from all the lanes here. Camera doesn't know what to do with itself. The lodge with that support trundle could be the downfall here to Eggy Bread. They've got a lot of tanks there. They've got the Maokai, they've now got Lodge on the trundle, Birdess rather on the Echo. Makes things a little bit tricky to deal with. Although Echo can go either way. You can go to a bit of a glass cannon if he so chooses. That might be the case. I'll have to wait and see though. As Venus does come on through, manages to land the spear, gets a Mark of the Wild on it, manages to get the damage proc as well. It is going to be a kill though for Sarabi. Meanwhile though, in this mid lane, Gravitel and Birdess looking to get some aggression down onto Silent Yin, but not quite with the ignite damage. There was no even ignite actually, so it was the burn from the red buff I was seeing there. I thought it was ignite. I need to get my eyes tested. Although Chicken dying is not the end of the tree, he will be able to come straight back into lane with the teleport for some nice quick easy harass. I'll now just have to wait and see what Eggy Bread are going to do here in the bot lane. It's going fairly well from thus far. We've got plenty of opportunity. Certainly not shorten any possibilities here, although Severe is much better in team fights. As Rammus comes straight back in, teleport home guarding it. Like I said, it's going to be difficult to deal with. You'll know that he's teleporting, but it's a question of where he's going to zip off to afterwards. And Chicken getting saved there by a minion. Can he get the damage onto Arenas? It doesn't look like it's going to be the case here. He's taking a lot of damage. It's going to be 2 kills now for Titans in that top lane. 1 apiece for top lane and the jungler. And it's not looking good at all for Eggy Bread. They did so well so far though in this tournament. Of course, both these teams are their respective group winners, I believe, I want to say. Although we'll have to wait and see here. But so trying to go for the flash kill onto the Nidalee. It's going to be enough though. It's going to be jungler versus top lane tank like Sarabi, which is going to be very difficult to deal with. Sarabi's quite strong at this point, especially considering he's only got the start of a couple of items there. In fact, he's got a new one I haven't seen before. The Dark Seal gives ability power and healing from potions. I see. It's an interesting thing here. An interesting item. That could work quite nicely for the Rammus there. Now we'll wait to see what Gravitel will do here. Takes a lot of damage. He is going to go down though. The spot lane also exploding into some action, although everybody's though on man on the side of Titans, so nothing more's going to come of it. But Titans now have this early game in a nice neat little bow. They've got a nice 700 gold lead. They've got a couple of kills. They're starting to make some plays. It's going well for them so far. They'll have to wait and see what they can do of it, of course. They're losing their top lane ever so slightly. Nidalee's going to make some moves down to the bottom lane to try and give Batmania and Esper a hand. It's certainly going to be useful for them at this point. They're going to need it as well. They need to get the advantage in somehow and continue pushing the lanes where they can. Their mid lane's doing well. Their top lane's going to be doing well as time goes on. As Michael takes a lot of damage, one more auto attack will secure the kill. It's not going to be enough though. It is. Batmania is going to be forced to flash though. And Arenas also forced to flash. Takes a lot of tower damage as well. Lotso is going to be forced to recall, and it's going to give 3 members of Titans the opportunity they need here, as Sarabi now starts laying down the pain with all those sword blades, as you can see. Starting to hoover up the map beautifully, it must be said. Managed to pick themselves up a few kills. And now it's jungler v jungler, and Bird has very nice smite steal to pick up the skullcrab. Gives Eggy Bread vision control over the dragon pit. But it's vision control, not total control. After all, Titans has got the damage if they so choose to go into the dragon pit, start making some moves, pick up some kills. Let's have the skills to pay the bills. They're iller than Illidan. I'm going to stop trying to make rhymes with the word ill. As Lodge gets caught out from the pink ward. Nami trying to lay down some extra damage there with her bubbles. But I can't see any more of it than that, as Michael is going to get caught out. Batman is also quite low though. He's going to focus on the minion wave, but it's going to give Enos a very nice chance there. He gets himself his 2nd kill of the game. And it's going to put Eggy Bread severely on the back foot. I mean, this bot lane has been something of contention at this point. They made the top lane intentions quite clear. They've now started to make moves themselves. Now looking to take over the Dragon Pit, and it's a good play too with Michael out the way. Lodge forced to recall. Bird is unfortunately not visible on the map, so he could go in for a smite steal, but with the way he is now and all that damage going down, it isn't going to be enough. Nice early dragon for Titans now. They've got 5 kills. They've now got a 2k gold lead and a dragon under their belt. And this top lane tank off between Sarabi and Chicken is heavily in Sarabi's favour. It's actually hard to pick up 1, 2. Can he pick up any more? No. In fact, he's unable to continue. No, he will continue the chase. He does not care for the tower's flippantry. Unfortunately, tower does hurt after a while. The damage does tend to stack, doesn't dissipate over time. Culling coming through though from Lucian. Gets off a nice barrage as well. But unfortunately, it is going to result in nothing more than minion kills. He doesn't get anything from it in terms of champion kills. That's Robbie. Takes quite a lot of damage from Chicken. Chicken could actually finally break his death streak here, but nope. Flame Gem isn't going to be enough to stop him though, as the Death Mark does come out from Gravitel. Will pick up the kill. And now Lux is making her way up over there. Could find Burdis off in the river. Not going to be enough though, as the bubble does come out here trying to get the stun. Echo actually proving very, very good this game as a jungler. And it's not to say he didn't do bad last game as a top lane tank. In fact, he thought he did very well against the likes of a Maokai. The matchup wasn't into his favour. Maokai's got a little bit more harass than Echo. But we'll have to wait and see as Gravitel looking to try and slow down Rammus, but it's not going to be enough. When he gets into that power ball, it's going to hurt when he rolls right into your face. Meanwhile though, the spot lane is looking to go into Titan's back pocket. They are going to be picking up themselves a nice little kill here as Chicken goes on in, looking to try and make some plays here with the Maokai ultimate, but unfortunately Sarabi's just a little bit too tanky at this point. He's got some magic resist, he's got lots of armour. He's looking to make something of it as well. Can't do any more than that, as Burdis now chases down Nidalee through the jungle. And could he pick up the kill as well? In fact, he will. Which is very good news for Eggy Bread at this point. They now need to make some plays and get some kills of their own here, as Batmani is taking a fair bit of damage. Is going to go down. Lodge gets the credit for that one. Esper's going to go down. It's going to be Burdis, but no, Gravitel comes on through with a very cheeky shuriken to pick that one up. So now scoreboard is equal at 5 for 5 apiece, but Titans with that early dragon is giving them a nice 400k. That would be an insane gold lead. A nice 400 gold lead. God, imagine playing a game where there was a gold deficit of 400k. The game surely would be over by that point. You'd be playing 3 games of Summoner's Rift, one after the other. But at any rate, gold flow, and missed laser there from Sun and Yin, getting a little bit too eager with that ultimate, although it is on some fairly significant cooldown. It's already 25% done, so obviously that's a lot of marks and masteries used for that one, just to get it that low. Although I've actually no, saying that I'm wrong actually. Listen, Singularity does have quite a short cooldown. And that's why the 40% build was a thing, because it abused the system. As Eternal Esper though gets caught out in the jungle, he is forced to flash off. Batman though looking to try and get Michael. Not going to be enough though. He's going to get taken down with the help of Burdis and Lodge. Unfortunately, it's not a lot you can do when there's a troll clubbing you over the head, and someone who can shatter time on a whim here as Chicken takes a lot of damage. Unfortunately, can't do anything up against Sarabi. And now Nidalee is back in lane, so is Nami. Can they do something of it? Michael takes a lot of damage from the spear. A nice global ult would be something right about now. In fact, that could be something to jazz up this composition. From the side of Titans, of course, go for the Karthus instead of the Lux. Become quite something to deal with Requiem. As Nidalee narrowly dodges Echo. Then even Echo pings up a couple of question marks like, what the heck? I should have been caught and dead to rights. Although it's looking like that's going to be the case this time around. It's going to be forced ultimate time. Pillar of Filth is going to keep a nice big bottleneck on here as Esper is forced to go on through. The colour comes through, hits quite a few people, but unfortunately doesn't add enough critical damage onto key targets like Gravitel and Burdis. So Lord doing a very good job of being a great big wall of muscle for the rest of his team now as Eggy Bread take the kill lead. Not quite taking the gold lead just yet though. Although it might turn around soon enough. Here is Berdes, takes a lot of damage. Nearly does come through, tries to land the pounce, but unfortunately it's going to be enough. As Sarabi comes on through with the teleport and all the extra damage that it possesses. Will it be enough? Loosen Singularity does hit people, but it unfortunately doesn't get kills. But Silent Yin will make amends for that. It does manage to pick up Berdes. As Sarabi looks for Gravitel, goes on through with the Powerball, gets the speed boost, doesn't quite land at the end of the chain though, so doesn't get the free stun. Tower goes down on the top lane though, so Maokai is continually to push that. But Titans though managed to pick themselves up a few kills, keeping their kill lead, keeping that gold lead more importantly. And now they can start making some pressure off the ground. They've lost one tower. And now respond with their own, as I now have a small coughing fit. And look to make it Dragon number 2 as well. Burtis is nowhere nearby. Lodge is the only one who can really intercept this, and that's about the best he can do. Manages to lock the Dragon onto the Pillar of Filth, and that's going to be all that he can do. He will get slowed though by the Navi Ep and Flow. Give him free heals and free damage all around. As Sarabi now laying down the damage here into Chicken, it could be quite dangerous. If Chicken isn't careful, he's got no mana left. As Nidalee takes a lot of damage to Deathmark, is going to proc. Resulting in insta sliced cat as Chicken takes the Lucent Singularity. And Sarabi continuing to chase here. Doesn't quite get it, although will go in through. Powerballing it on through, laying down the Tremor, does get the kill off. Probably one of the longest chases we've had all game, from top lane all the way through to the other side of the lane. Meanwhile though, Lodge is picking up tower number 2 for Eggy Bread, and now this game is still not done at 20 minutes in. Solinian takes a lot of damage off the top side. Woo! The Cats went a little bit crazy there, but you saw what happened anyway. It is going to be the shutdown. A nice bit of gold coming over here as Sarabi is going to get caught out. But a nice culling will keep everyone locked in, along with a tsunami from Nami. And now the fight breaks up. Sarabi and Batmani versus Chicken on one side. Gravitel, Lodge, and Michael versus Nidalee. But unfortunately, Nidalee's going to continue the charge here. As the Maokai goes down, Lodge is going to be very, very careful. He's got the mark on, so he's going to be taking extra damage, and double kill for Nidalee. That's almost an ace. And Sifu is all the way back down here at the top inner tower on her side. It's going to be very, very difficult to deal with as Nidalee gets a little bit over aggressive, forgets that minions need to tank the tower, not you. As Batmani now looks to continue the push here, does pick himself up a secondary kill. A little known fact from a shameless plug-in from the Lord video: Lucian is Demacian, so the might of Demacia is no longer Garen. It appears to be Batmani on the Lucian at this point in time. Currently having a nice even day on the Rift. Rift Herald though is going to go down nice and early. I wonder who's going to pick that one up. It's going to be Rammus picking that up, so they also want the push that Rammus can provide. As the Rift will always provide. Lodge though takes a lot of damage, doesn't quite take the spear. As Nina looks to continually harass here, giving a little bit of assistance to Batmani. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Silent Yin could be in for some trouble here. As he gets caught in the Pillar of Filth, does land the light binding, does get the slow. Michael's coming through with On the Hunt, giving everyone a speed boost. Silent Yin is death marked. Zonius will make him invulnerable, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough. He is going to go down. So he gets caught out entirely there, which is a little bit unfortunate, but not a lot you can do. Meanwhile, across the other end of the Rift, oh, not quite the other end of the Rift, but certainly in the mid lane, the inner tower is going to fall. Titans will continue the charge here, as the Luden's Echo proc from Nidalee is going to do some. Well, it's actually not Luden's Echo. There is no Luden's Echo. I don't know where that one came from. That must be from her Stalker's Blade. Aspertus is going to get caught. That takes a lot of damage from Batmani. He's certainly landing the hurt here. Unfortunately, it's going to force the ultimate out as Esper will pick up the kill. And no one goes on to Batmani, but Lodge will come in, gets the bite down. Until Esper looks to be the next target, but will get away, ticking away with some bird damage. The bubble does manage to catch up Lodge. Can they make any more of it? Michael is going to go down. Esper will pick up the kill. Lodge now caught out entirely. This is going to look very, very bad. Goes down to that's a 4-3 for 1 pickup there. Over on the side for Eggy Titans, rather. Eggy Bread sadly not having their best day on the Rift. They are 6k behind. They are 5 kills down, 2 Dowers down, 2 Dragons down. And with Dragon about to be up in a minute, it looks like Dragon number 3 could be secured fairly quickly over on the side of Team Titans. As I slowly die from this small dry throat. I'm not quite sure if it's a cold or what. It's certainly irritating to say the least here. Elsewhere though, let's look at builds and itemization. Batman hasn't changed his build from last game. He's gone Essence Reaver straight into Phantom Dancer. So looking to pick up mana per kill, well mana per hit rather, as opposed to some health per hit. Which is certainly quite good considering the fact that Lucian is very difficult to deal with, well not deal with but mana hungry for the most part. We'll have to wait and see what it will build after that. Wouldn't be too surprised if it was the Infinity Edge. Likewise, Severe is going to have a little bit of trouble looking to build up a Zeal for herself to get some attack speed on. Also probably going to go to Phantom Dance for his Lodge. Does get caught out, taking quite a lot of damage. The coming comes on through. Loses Singularity, nothing much of it though. Sarabi trying to get the taunt down, but unfortunately not going to get the AoE down. Chicken though does come through on the teleport, does get caught in the tidal wave. Sarabi gets caught right in the middle of it. As Michael goes straight on through, manages to pick up Batmani to the side. Sarabi though is so tanky, he's stuck right in the middle of the fight and he's just taking it all in. He wants all that damage up to him, he wants to be the focus. As Arena's looking to make something over here. There is no Lucent Singularity though from Silent Yin, so a nice clean pickup there. A nice clean fight as well coming out from the side of Eggy Bread. That's the kind of fight they need, that's the kind of play they need to make. But Titans also very smartly swing around. They're aware that Echo is off to the side. He could come on through to try and steal the dragon, but it doesn't look like he's even aware that dragon is available. Yes, he is actually, because he manages to land the bubble at the last second. But dragon number 3 now for Titans, which is quite a serious problem. If nobody's careful, it could mean the end of days. Over on the side for Eggy Bread. As Titans is quite difficult to deal with. As you can see, Lodge is forced to run. Unfortunately, he's not going to get very far. He's going to take a lot of damage. As Batmani and Midley picked that one up. But they're also going to be in a similar problem. Sadly, it isn't going to be enough. He doesn't quite get the mark of the hunt. But the chase is still going, and Sarabi coming in from the side, and so is Batmani. That's going to be a nice easy pickup there. It did cost 3 people to do it, but hey, that's Echo now out the way for another 30 seconds. So, possibility of a Baron, although they're a bit far from Baron Pit. By the time they get up there, he would have respawned, but certainly a good time for a fight as any, as Chicken gets dived straight onto from Nidalee. And we see Zed come on straight on through with the death mark off to the side. It isn't going to be enough though. Chicken is going to be forced to fight low. Lodge is even forced to start burning the club, looking to try and make a play if possible. Not going to be able to though on ye old classic Trundle. And now Sarabi down to the bottom of your screen. As you can see, he's so tanky, he's just absorbing all this damage. He really cares not. As killing spree now for Batmani, and now it's the 2 tanks, the 3 tanks, sorry, now of Eggy Bread. Will there be enough? Lucent Singularity comes on through, double kill for Batmani. He is going to go low as Nidalee tries to goes on through, tries to give herself a quick heal. Unfortunately, it is not going to be enough. Tarabi also trying to tank out Chicken is equally not enough. Even with Batman off to the side, Boomerang Blade from Severe, not going to pick up any kills. But still, very nice team fight there for Titans. Eggy Bread losing 2. And they're only losing 1. But they also actually pick a tower off the back of it as well. So now they've got 5 towers, 3 dragons, and they've got a very healthy 6,000 gold lead. 6 kills as well in their back pocket as Michael gets caught out from Batman. On the hunt is Proc, but it isn't going to be enough. Batman can quite happily duel Severe. Even when he's quite low on health, he's also got quite a big bounty as well. So whoever gets that kill is going to be rolling in it before too long, but equally he's going to be going back to base for a nice 2,500 gold. Start spending it straight away. I wouldn't be too surprised if he's starting to build Infinity Edge, and lo and behold, it's not actually. It's going to be Mercurial Scimitar. An interesting pickup. Understandable though, there's quite a lot of CC. You got Echo slowing, you got Trundle's Pillar of Filth. I don't believe Sivir's got a slow. Trundle we've already talked about. Zed. So yeah, being able to remove one status effect is quite a nice thing here as Sarabi goes on through those. Eternal Esper manages to get it with an ebb and flow bounce there. Berniso is forced to pop the ultimate of Echo. Is it going to be enough though? Sarabi continues the chase. Loosen Singularity will allow Silent to pick up the kill. Lodge is now in the fight. Chicken tanking it up beautifully. But all that time, Esper was soaking up so much damage, it's allowing Titans to close on in. They managed to get 1, 2, 3, 4. Can they make it 5? Chicken is so low right now. And there we go. There's the ace. And that was only for Sarabi as well, who just tanked up so much damage along with Esper. And I think this is going to be the game. I think Titans have just walked away with the mini LCS 3. 2 for nothing here. But they do take down the inhibitor. And instead they're going to be backing away, which is the smart move. Echo's nowhere to be found. He's going to be dealing with that minion wave and the super minions that will be coming through. So why not do Baron Nashor? Hopefully don't do it in the next 10 seconds. Otherwise Sarabi will feel a bit disappointed and a bit left out. And nope, Sarabi will get it if they decide to pick it up, but no, so they swing their attention back around onto Burdus. Not enough for the pickup though, but Batman is going to be singled out, and there you go, the Quicksilver Sash. There was its purpose. Deny the death mark from Zed as Maokai now comes in with the Teleportricity Advance. Is it going to be enough though? Not really. The chase will get interrupted. Silent Hill will get the Light Binding down. They will lose Nidalee for it, and it's now currently 3 against 4. Can Lodge make anything of it? Not much, but it's going to be a triple kill for Chicken, and Sarabi's still taking this up pretty darn well as Ushin's trying to zone out Echo in the back line. Does get the kill, but unfortunately he does go down, and it's going to be shutdown goal for Severe. That's the full shutdown and a counter race from Eggy Bread, so no one's done yet. This game has still got plenty of opportunity as Eggy Bread are very quick to get back into game. They don't want to lose any more of their lanes as they already have done. They need to do clean-up operation in mid and in bottom. The top lane though is going to be a point for Titans to start cleaning up, as there's a big chunky wave off the top of your screen there. You can see the big blue mass on the mini-map. Certainly something to watch out for. And now, just have to wait and see what, well, what can you do in this situation in the mini LCS 3 beyond play on? Obviously, everyone's brought up some key items here, and the Infinity Edge over the Mercurial Scimitar for the Lucian, so obviously valuing the crit damage even more so. Will E over the wall manages to pick up Lodge. Chicken is taking a full chain of culling. Meanwhile though, the bot lane will fall to a big chunk of minion wave, but Titans do not care. They get the shutdown onto Chicken. They want to continue the chase down onto Michael. And Michael, you best run, Michael. So says I, the voice of Knight Rider. As Sarabi comes on through, powerballing it through, gets a speed boost, doesn't quite get the stun though, doesn't land it at the last second, but Batman will get Gravitel as he tries to play Interception. And now Burdus is back into the fight. Can he do something here? Could land a nice Echo Ultimate for a couple of kills, but it's not going to be the case as Batman tries to duel Michael. It's not going to be enough. Sarabi will get the Oh no, sorry, it was Esper that gets the counter shutdown. Sarabi laying down a little bit of her onto Echo. And now the Nexus is exposed, and that's going to be game, I'm afraid. That is it. Titans take game 2, and I believe also the full round. So thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Remember to like, favorite, subscribe, and all that YouTube jazz. And I'll see you next time.